driving this car. 6 months ago it was on a farm in northern New South Wales. Now back on the road, V8 4-speed, gotta love that. This is, yeah, can you tell I'm excited? Despite this car's farm find appearance, there's been a lot of time, effort and money going to this in the last 6 months. It was actually quite rusty when I got it off the farm. I had to put a boot floor in the car, complete transplant of the boot floor and the spare tyre well. As well as that, the left-hand sill was rusty. It was just destroyed, so I had to actually put a sill in the car. But thankfully, beyond that, there wasn't too much rust in this car, except for this lovely surface rust, of course, which meant it was actually worth restoring. Mechanically, the car was not quite complete. The rear axle was missing, so I had to source one of those. Being a factory rear disc brake car, that was a little difficult. The engine is original, 388,000 Ks on it. However, to resurrect it, it got a new water pump, a new alternator, a new starter motor and electronic ignition. So there was a bit of money there. New engine mounts, new gearbox mount, all fresh lubricants obviously. I had to buy a second-hand carburetor for the car. Once again, that wasn't something that's not something that's stacked up in wrecking yards anymore, so I had to do a little bit of searching for that. Fresh fluid, fresh battery, new battery leads. What else? The suspension and brakes. I had to spend a fair bit of money on both. Fresh dampers, fresh ball joints, fresh tie rod ends. The car did receive a new steering rack just before it went off the road 20 years ago. I know that because I found the receipt. Brake discs were machined, good second-hand brake calipers went on, brand new brake pads, brand new wheel bearings in the front, and of course brand new wheel bearings in the rear. When I put the diff in the car, I fitted new rear wheel bearings. New suspension bushes. I had to get a second set of lower control arms, upper control arms, panhard rod bushes, a petrol tank. The petrol tank in this car had been destroyed by 15 or 20 years on country roads. So I got a good second hand from the wrecking yard, and then I had to fix some rust holes, and then I had to repaint it. Headlights. I had to buy fresh headlights for the car. Tail lights. I had to buy fresh tail lights for the car. I did a lot of searching to find tail lights that weren't too good for the car, if that makes sense. Of course, a cool cruisy car needs a nice comfy interior, and very early on in the resurrection of this car I decided that I wanted a decent interior in it, something that wasn't quite the same as the outside. To do that, I needed to install a complete new dashboard. 40 years had destroyed the old dash. The new dash is made up of the best second-hand parts I could find, and then they were all colour matched to the car. The original instruments remain, but I've rebuilt those and I've put LED lights in them. I've transplanted air conditioning into the car. That's all behind the scenes. I actually haven't got it working yet, but don't tell anybody. Centre console. I had to get another centre console, once again colour that matched to the car. I had to get good second-hand door cards, and I got those and a set of seats and a headlining and the sun visors in a big package deal from my mate Greg, so thank you. What else? Brand new carpet. All new soundproofing underneath the carpet. I actually wanted this car to be as quiet and as cruisy and as serene as possible, so I added extra soundproofing to the car. Brand new seat belts. When it comes to safety, I don't like cheaping out or saving money, so there's $750 worth of brand new seat belts in the car. LED lights in all the interior lighting. What else? All new door rubbers, all new Baileys, all new seals in the car, so it's nice and quiet as you're cruising along the freeway at 100 k's an hour. A nice little gator over the gear shift. It's not factory, but it's the best I could do, so thanks to my motor trimmer Wayne for that. The only thing I have to do is fit a radio. So I've got myself a cool cruiser. I wonder what it cost. Oh. A big part of the fun of this car is its appearance, and even in the short time that I've been driving around in it, I've had 8 or 10 people give me the big thumbs up, hang out of their cars to plead with me not to paint it. It's actually a pretty good drive, and I am looking forward to doing a lot of Ks in this in the next year or two. In fact, I've got a really good idea for a road trip destination. So I'm GT, and I'll see you next time. Oh, yuck. Why do we do this to ourselves?
It'd probably help if they were in a refrigerator, not in the sun.
We need to put a fridge in it. We should put an esky in the back and go on a road trip.